Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fast growing gear site on the web, and today we're going to uncrate the Alpinestars GP Plus R V3 Rideknit jacket. What's up, SpeedX fam? Before we jump in and give you the download on the new Rideknit edition of GP Plus R V3, do us both a favor, subscribe to that Speed Addicts channel. It only takes a moment, and then you're going to be up to date on all the latest parts and gear reviews coming your way. We're always working hard here to educate you. If you subscribe, you don't have to worry about missing out on that first look. Also, if you'd like to support us here at speedaddicts.com, you could do so by simply shopping with us. Why not spend money with a family-owned outfit like Speed Addicts? There's a link in the description below. They'll get you right over to the GP Plus R V3 jackets. While you're over there, feel free to shop for any other parts or accessories you might need for your next two-wheel adventure. Okay, here we have Alpinestars' number one selling leather jacket, period, for Alpinestars. This is the Rideknit version of the GP Plus R, okay? So the standard GP Plus R V3 and the previous editions have always been the top sellers in terms of leather jackets for Alpinestars, and that is because they're parked kind of right in the middle of the lineup. On the more casual, relaxed fit, less sporty, they have the Faster. Okay, the Faster is a great jacket for folks who are in a more upright riding position and just want a more subdued, less sporty looking jacket that's not so fit so closely and not cut short. Okay, and then on the other side, in terms of like full race mode, you have the Missile Ignition jacket, which has, elbow sliders, and it's got a AAA rating. It's just one step up. It's got level 2 CE armor. It's more suited for the track, to be honest with you. So this GP Plus R is right in the middle, number one seller. Now, this is the Rideknit edition. We also have a video on the standard edition, and they're very similar, except for this really bitchin' Rideknit material that you see on the inside of my arms. It looks like it's from the future. It's cool. It's very tough. Now, the primary benefit is that they can tune the fit, and I'll explain that more in a minute, and increase airflow over their standard GP Plus R that has that high resistant stretch fabric here that looks all black instead. Now, you are going to pay a slight premium for this Rideknit version. It's coming in at about $50 more than their standard one at $629, but it looks badass and it breathes better. I'll explain in a second. CE level AA. So when it comes to that CE certification, that's a European thing, but it grades garments on how much protection you're going to get. They will be either A, AA, or AAA. And so this jacket is going to be AA, and if you want more protection and heavier duty armor, you step up to that Missile Ignition like I was talking about, that is AAA. Most textile jackets are more like the single A range. Okay, so that's the safety standards. In terms of the fit, no surprises. I always wear the European size 56 from Alpinestars, and no different here. Now, if you don't know your European Alpinestars size, you're going to need to visit that sizing chart link at speedaddicts.com and do some quick conversions. So you'll notice over there we have chest sizing. I'm a 44-inch chest, and that translates to a 56 euro, or an extra large if you see other Alpinestars tops, jackets, or hoodies that are in standard sizing. That's an extra large. Okay, they'll also have US jacket sizing, which I'm a 46 in. A 46 translates to 56, but the listing for these jackets is always going to be in that Euro sizing. So hopefully I haven't confused you yet. The point is that they run true. So if you go by that sizing chart, order the right European size, you should be in great shape. It should fit you quite nicely. Now, a note on the fit on the GP Plus R. You notice it's very tight across my chest, and it is cut a little bit short. That is on purpose because this jacket is most at home in a more tucked riding position where you're reaching out for those clip-ons and you are over the tank. If you're not, that's not your typical riding position, either aggressive street riding or maybe occasional track day, then you might want to look at that Faster. It's cut lower and it is a bit roomier here throughout the chest. Okay, so there is my notes on the fitment. Now remember, when you're shopping for gear online, sometimes you don't always get it right the first time. And if you shop with Speed Addicts, you don't have to worry about that because we have no cost returns. That's right. We're not going to nickel and dime you for that return shipping. We're going to give you a free return label in a few clicks. Get that on the way back to us. Get a different color. Get a different size. Get your money back. Whatever you need to do, we're going to treat you like family. To qualify, you need to live in the lower 48 states. And make sure the gear is brand new in the original condition with jackets. It needs to have the tags. And you'll be in great shape. Okay, back to the jacket. So the exterior is premium bovine leather chassis. It is the best stuff when it comes to abrasion resistance. You notice that they only use some of their proprietary interesting materials on the inside of your arm, because at the end of the day, it's the dead cow that slides best. This is not a standard area for you to end up touching the asphalt and in a sliding manner here. So we have the bovine leather on the outside. It is perforated on the outside as well, and on some of the torso panels. Now, let's talk about this Rideknit material. This is a proprietary material that you're going to see on a lot of different Alpinestars products, from footwear all the way up to the jackets here. And the cool stuff about this is that it is very, very tough when it comes to cutting, tearing, or shearing, and it breathes better. It can then, of course, better than leather, but it actually breathes better than their high-resistant stretch material that's all black you see on the standard GP Plus R. It's going to breathe more, and the fit is very tunable. You notice these different patterns here. So the dot pattern is a 4-way stretch, whereas they move down into your forearm and they go with a 2-way stretch. So they can print this out or weave this out, or however the process works, to give you the 4-way stretch under the arm, and then the bicep give you the 2-way stretch. So really high-tech, cool stuff, and they've used it all the way around the arm and across through the back, up over the collar here. Another benefit of the Rideknit, because it is so flexible and stretchy, is that it's going to be Tech Air ready. So if you want to run a Tech Air 3 or Tech Air 5 underneath the GP Plus R Rideknit, you're going to be in great shape. In fact, about 80% of riders don't even need to size up their jacket, because you really don't need that much room, especially with this Rideknit, because it does give so much. So if you can comfortably get the jacket over that Tech Air system and move around comfortably, feel kind of normal, then you're going to have room to deploy, and you're probably going to be in good shape. If you're not too sure about that, feel free to talk to our rider support team for additional guidance. Let's get into the armor. So most of the Alpinestars jacket lineup is using their new Nucleon protectors. You notice that there are holes in this. It's going to ventilate better than the standard foam protectors of yesteryears. This is not your daddy's leather jacket here. It's also lighter, more supple, and much more comfortable. You get the level 1 Nucleon Flex Plus in the shoulder and in the elbow. If you go to the missile ignition, they step it up to a thicker version of the Nucleon. It's called the Flex Pro, and it's going to be CE level 2. But in this garment, it is the CE level 1. And this stuff is just great. It's going to absorb as much energy as those old foam pads without being as bulky, heavy, or just uncomfortable, right? So this stuff flexes really nice. You're also getting their hard slide protection. This is the dynamic friction slider up here. This is the light version, and they have their full version on the missile ignition jacket up on the top and down below. Rideknit's also down here around your waist, where you have a Velcro gusset to cinch this up tightly, and of course that's on both sides. Let's get into the pockets and cargo areas. On the inside, you're going to see 2 mesh pockets that are identical with a little bit of Velcro, so these have a fair amount of room inside. Up top, you have a waterproof wallet or electronics pocket. It is large enough to actually fit both. It's pretty good size. Same pocket they have on most of their, or on the missile ignition jacket as well. So we can tighten that up. And then you get your standard kind of slash pocket down below. So no surprises there. And again, most of this jacket is identical to the standard GP Plus R, aside from the Rideknit. You notice you got accordion stretch in the elbows, and this armor is so good between that and the way the Rideknit kind of holds it in place. You hardly know it's there. Down on the cuffs, it was simple Velcro here, and then a locking zipper to bring that up and back down. The armor is also removable, so if you want to soup this jacket up, so to speak, you can go to the level 2 Flex Pro Nucleon armor in the elbows and in the shoulders. It's totally removable. And in terms of back protector, not included. I'm going to turn around so you guys can see the back of the jacket. I do not have a back protector in here, but it does have a pocket for if you want to buy that Nucleon back protector sold separately, or run any sort of back protector you might be using underneath this jacket. You also have a jacket to pant zipper hiding back there, so if you want to get the pants and go have at it at the track or just aggressive street riding, you can make this a 2-piece suit. 1-year warranty from Alpinestars. It is the GP Plus R V3, the 3rd version of their most popular riding jacket, now available with Rideknit at Speed Addicts. If you still have questions, go over there and talk to the rider support team. You can actually talk to a human at our outfit over the phone live chat, or emails. You got a GP Plus R with Rideknit. Sound off in the comment section below. We'll see you next time to find out what's in the crate.